So, Chad and Pat, we open with the two of you in Becky's Trendy Cafe.
So, Chad. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
Well, so I'm a sporty, modern, burgundy bear. That's pretty much my entirety of existence.
Lovely. Do you play sports or skateboard or something?
Like all of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
Well, that's really important.
I am sporty.
That's excellent. Because to become the most famous, I believe, was the way you put it in your email.
Sure.
It helps to have something that sets you apart from the other influencers or possible personalities that you would be in direct competition with.
Like Walker.
Like Walker, yes. I was actually looking at his feed the other day. Very impressive.
No, it's not.
Oh, but Walker doesn't have what you have, Chad. Me.
Yeah.
Walker doesn't have me.
No.
What are some of the things that you see when you scroll through Walker's Instapause? Lots of pictures of this jock hip mauve alligator. What are some of the highlights from his Instapause account?
I think he probably doesn't have a 5 in fashion. So it's probably more about his body. So he's probably like, look at my abs, look at my biceps, right? And it's not really about like, being an influencer in the product.
I think you'll find that he has very good engagement across the Fitspo and Fitspiration hashtags. That seems to be his corner of the market. Now, as a sporty individual yourself, you could be poised to take over some of that market share.
Nice.
But it's going to take some hard work.
That's nice.
Becky brings over your beverages and food that you ordered when you came in. Hey, y'all, here's what you got. Let's see here. Pat, there's your regular, your usual. And then here, let's see. Chad, that's for you. What'd you order?
A black coffee with 1 cream, 1 sugar. Thank you, Becky. It's so lovely to see you.
Good to see you too, sugar.
Chad has whatever the trendiest thing is that she sells, some like bullshit scone and what is it? The cappuccino that has the little like design in the top.
Oh, the scrumpuccino.
Yeah, some bullshit like that.
Frappabungus.
And then he's gonna take like 12 pictures of it before he starts eating it.
The presentation's very good on the Frappachungus Scrappuccino.
Nice job, Becky. Scrappuccino looks great today.
Thanks, honey. Made it special just for you, and I think that you got like a dairy-free, gluten-free vegan scone.
And make sure you mention that in your caption.
Sure.
Vegans get a lot of engagement these days.
Right.
I prefer the taste of animal products myself.
As you guys are having this conversation...
She called me honey, which I think is racist because I'm a bear. It's pretty bullshit, but whatever.
I didn't even think about
I know you didn't. She probably didn't either.
She didn't. Casual racism from Becky, the golden tiger. As you all are having this conversation about Chad's public image and how to increase his engagement across all of his social media profiles, particularly Instapause, you see a familiar figure walk into the Trendy Cafe. It is the former mayor, Tortimer.
Pat stands up, overly formal.
Yes, definitely. It's way more formal than you should be, because everybody else is like, I think that there's actually some resentment for Tortimer across town, because the actual mayor, Mayor Scoot, the lovely blonde child with the shifty blue eyes. Nobody's seen Scoot in like a year. Yeah, otherwise known as the villagers call him Bort Sampson as a slight to Mayor Scoot when he's not around.
He does resemble that comic stylings of youth.
Hashtag Bart.
Just like Bart.
Just like Bart.
I think that there's some resentment against Mayor Tortimer, as he has like not really done anything to try to, take his spot back in the absence of Mayor Scoot, aka Bort Sampson. As he's just content in his retirement, and he's like, Isabel's handling it, things are fine. And things are mostly fine, probably. There's been a weird smell in town for about a year. Nobody knows why.
I haven't noticed it.
Is there a part of town that is particularly more smelly than the others?
Toward the eastern shore of the town, it gets particularly smelly.
Good morning, Mayor. How are you today?
Morning there, Pat and Chad. How y'all doing on this fine morning?
What's up, Tortsy?
Just making my way around. I'm retired, so I can kind of just do what I want. I catch some bugs. I might go fishing later. What do you find, gentlemen? Looks like you got some fancy papers and phones and such.
Well, actually, I wanted to ask you about the last town council meeting. I had an interesting thought about the zoning regulations for the downtown area, and I was thinking that if there was a mixture of retail and residential, you'd be able to bring in a lot more taxes into this town. It would sort of incentivize a more young, hip, affluent population.
Hell yeah!
Yes, like my good friend Chad here.
Those were words that you said just then. Well, I don't do too much of the ruling and regulating anymore. I actually missed the last town council meeting, what on a cause of me being retired and such. And I was a little sleepy. But I'm sure Isabel took that into consideration. Did you bring it up at the meeting?
Oh, I did, yes, and the meeting before that. And the meeting before that.
Well, she's probably getting the ball rolling on that, I'd say. Most likely. Kind of hard to, things get a little bit in gridlock when the mayor's away to really sign official forms and stuff. I'm sure Mayor Scoot will be back any day now, though.
Certainly. Well, I don't mean to keep you from your coffee, Mayor.
Thank you so much. And he sort of just looks at both of you for a moment. He goes up to the counter and orders from Becky. Do you all continue your social media conversation at all?
So is there a stunt or perhaps some sort of trick that we could film you doing, and perhaps with a posse of, shall we say, hype men to sort of give the impression that you have lots of friends and are very popular, and then that impression we can spread out over Instapause and net you some new following?
Yeah, let's do it. I can, I have a nice house.
You do?
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. Perhaps we could focus more on the sort of leisure and the sort of luxury that you live in.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I like that.
As you all continue that conversation, it goes on a little longer, and I don't know if you notice or not, but I think that as he's ordering, Tortimer looks back toward your table a little bit more, and after he orders...
Do I notice it? Do I notice it?
Do you want to notice?
Yeah.
Roll with animal. For this particular game, if you are using fashion, you want to roll under your number. If you're rolling animal, you want to roll over your number. So you want to, since you're rolling animal, you want to roll over 5. You know what? Since he's an influencer, I think that he knows when somebody's watching him. I think that this makes sense.
I rolled a 6 on the first one.
Whoa, look at you. You just catch him out of the corner of your eye as you guys are having this conversation. You're very concerned about, spreading your image and everything, but...
I think Tortsy wants to fuck me.
Is that your impression?
He's always been like that since I moved here.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like an abuse of authority.
Yeah.
Does that not mean anything to you? Troubling. Do you think he wants to mate with you?
I don't think he wants to mate with me. I just think he wants to, he's been retired for, a while now. And you know how tortoises get.
Randy,
Yeah.
you've done a lot of market research.
They make very loud squeaking noises.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, hello, Mayor.
What's up, Tortsy?
Just normal things.
You gentlemen mind if I sit down with you for a moment?
Not at all, please.
I cut eyes at Bat
Pat extremely calmly, normally, and naturally cuts eyes back.
So, Chad, you've lived here in town for a while, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know people around town, and
Most of them, yeah.
And, Pat, I know you haven't been here quite as long, but you've certainly been doing a good job from what I hear over at Dreamagination Pro Systems LLC. I talk to Krango every now and then.
Yes, thank you.
But I was just wondering if
Today, Sergeant Stutter.
Yeah.
if a couple of fine young gentlemen such as yourself would be interested in perhaps doing a favor for old Tortimer.
Oh my God, you were completely right.
Right, I told you. Yeah, what do you want?
I was curious if you would if you talk to if you would talk to Bruce for me.
About what?
Tortimer looks around for a little bit and makes sure that none of the more gossipy villagers are around looking
Is
at
Bruce
you.
in the coffee shop?
No, Bruce is not currently in the coffee shop.
What would you like us to say to Bruce?
Well, you see, I've I've had feelings for Bruce for quite some time, and well, it's just always been it's felt like a sort of misconnection kind of thing. We met when he was pretty new in town too, and I was still the mayor, and I didn't quite think it appropriate to pursue a relationship with a citizen while I was in a position of authority. But I have been retired for some time now, and well,
Have you ever considered using a dating app such as Mayors Only, Tortoiseshells, Pinder?
It's just paw in front of Tinder.
Oh, I think you're referring to Finder. For reptiles.
Well, I was actually I tried Shelder for a little bit, but just didn't quite work for me. But I
That's a Pokemon.
what?
What?
So I tried the dating scene for a little bit. Just nothing was really working for me. I just feel like it's always been Bruce, but we've had some weird interactions over the years, and we've both been through some pretty messy breakups, and I don't want to go just charging in, you know. I don't want to rush things.
Certainly.
I like to take the things nice and slow, so I was just curious
Like
if
a turtle.
you could just get a read on things for me. Do you think you could do that?
Oh, absolutely, Mayor. We would be more than happy to.
One condition.
Certainly, I wouldn't ask for a favor and then not give you anything in return. That's not the South Bend way.
No comment.
Is it Postagram? Is that what I said?
Instapause.
Instapause. That's what makes. I was like, what the fuck did I even say earlier? I'm so tired, y'all.
If you follow me on Instapause and get a bunch of other people to follow me on Instapause.
Pat, like, very subtly pops a thumbs up.
There's only like 8 people in this fucking town, so everybody follows me.
And 6 of them follow you.
Nice.
You know, I will. I think I'd have to download that app, but I can give a little download. And I'll give you a follow. I can.
Have your grandkids do it.
Oh, yeah. Haven't talked to them in a while, but yeah. What?
All 20,000 of them.
The ones that weren't eaten by Gulliver.
Yeah.
As they crawled from the sand into the sea. Pat, that is not a normal, regular, natural thing to say, so he doesn't say it.
Joe, however,
He
does.
just thinks it in his heart.
And here we see a bunch of fucking tortoise mares crawling out of their eggs.
Being killed by
Just a bunch of crabs going to town on these fuckers.
I'm David Attenborough.
It's me, David Attenborough. Look at these stupid fucking turtles.
A natural capitalist, the raccoon sells furniture to the other animals in its habitat.
The trash pan.
Whoa, David, whoa.
Whoa.
Pump the brakes.
With the slurs there, David.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
That's all I know.
By the way, we're going to end every single episode with an absolutely devastating account of climate change and how none of this will be here in 40 years. Enjoy your Netflix!
So Tortimer says, yeah, well, I'll download the app. I'll follow you. If anybody's not, I'll have a chat with them. And,
Also evict Walker.
well, I don't have the evicting authority, but I can. I got another little something, a little nugget of information that you might find
What
beneficial.
if I plant drugs in his house?
Well, you'd have to take that up with Copper and Booker, but I personally
Game plan.
am gonna have no part of that.
Not even for love.
Well, damn it.
And as your social marketing manager, I cannot overtly say that you should commit crimes.
Bah! You get pitted.
Mayor, we will be more than happy to do this for you.
Excellent. Swing back by my place when you're done. We can have a little chat. If we can see how things are going with Bruce.
Also, you know what that smell is?
What smell?
Yeah, what's that smell? The one that I don't smell. I can't smell it. Everybody keeps talking about it, and it makes me really, really, really anxious. I want to be like everybody else and smell the smell, but I can't smell it.
The smell on the east side of town.
You know, I'm not really sure. I don't have the greatest sense of smell anymore, but on account of my advanced age and all. But I know what you're talking about. I've caught a whiff every now and then. but I'm not sure what it is. It's been looked to. You okay there, Joe?
You put a lot of mustard on whiff.
It's because Tortimer's the bad guy.
I caught a whiff.
Wow. The mayor of South Bend, Indiana's the bad guy?
The ex-mayor.
The ex-mayor.
Oh, okay.
The current
mayor is MIA.
Well, what you don't know is that the ex-mayor...
The ex-mayor.
Well, what you don't know... is that the ex-mayor...
Yeah? Do go on.
Joseph Goebbels.
War crime, Joseph Goebbels?
No, the other one.
Oh.
I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, are you talking about... are you talking about normal historical Puce gerbil, Joseph Goebbels? He's Puce.
Puce.
It's now a bad time to mention that my relatives hail from Argentina, but originally from Germany.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No. My ass hurt. Get that good laugh burn.
Yes, Mayor. We will see to this issue for you.
Yeah. If you want to look into the spell more, by all means, go ahead. I think it's been looked into some, but I don't think anybody's been able to figure it out.
By who?
But
By whom?
I think Isabel had a committee put together. You have to talk to her. She's like I said, she's been running the day to day. I'm kind of out of the loop on account of my retirement and all.
Insight check.
Roll with animal.
No.
So old turtle can't really get a read on him.
Famously the most unreadable of all creatures. Well, again, Mayor, we will take care of this issue for you.
Excellent. I'll be at my place, in the happy home sort of section.
Happy retirement home.
We get it.
Evening Springs. There's like a nurse outside, like, Tortimer? Like, where did he go?
It's on the other side of the train track.
He's been in his nightgown the entire time.
His nurse, the smug modern.
There's no one named Bruce living in the
No
town.
one named Bruce. Bruce died 40 years ago.
The smug modern Sierra pig Spork, his nurse.
Yes, Mayor, we will help you with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great, see you later, bye. What you guys want to do?
Somehow, without ever having taken a drink, my coffee is empty.
I have cappuccino foam on my little bear face.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. You should take a picture of that. A selfie.
I do.
It might not be main feed material, but it will at least make for a good story.
I put it on my story, for sure.
The key is to create repeat engagement. Now, it seems like we have a couple options here. We can help Tortimer with his request, and that could be something that you document on your story.
Yeah, and give me a follower.
Well, absolutely. But I
An
think...
ex-mayor.
But think about it. The optics, the story, an older mayor finding love after all these years. And if you're the one to facilitate that, how lovely would that be? You might even go viral. Alternatively, we could continue to try to evict Walker in the sense that take his spot in the Fitspo hashtag, or some sort of mystery, maybe an ARG, that would pique the interest of listeners and watchers on your Instagram by finding out what that smell is that I cannot sense in this town.
What if we put Walker last, Mayor first, Stink middle?
Lovely. And if we see Bruce along the way, so much the better.
Bruce is number one.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Mayor's first.
Mayor first.
Bruce Mayor.
And if we see the stink,
Walker last.
We see the
Stink second.
well, I haven't smelled it, so I might as well see it at this point.
We might see it.
I don't know.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
My brain is overheating, apparently.
Don't worry, mine's broken.
Oh my gosh.
That's Andrew talking.
So as a reminder of your inventory as you go about your various quests, you have a small amount of bells, the clothes on your back, a fishing rod, a bug net, and very large pockets.
What we'll need is
Let's make it happen. Can we bomb his house? Can we make an anarchist handbook bomb for his house? Hey, side note. How many bells?
Roll a d8, and it'll be however many hundred.
So 200.
200 for you, so exactly like we said earlier. 800 bells! And you're only 800,000 bells in debt.
That's how you make money when you're an influencer.
Gotta spend money to make money, baby.
By being 800,000 in debt. You know, what we could do is buy you a ring light.
Not like this.
Maybe some sort of sporting equipment, whatever we need.
How much would a ring light cost?
At Best Buy? Sorry, at Pets
Pause,
Buy?
pause by?
At Pause to Buy?
Just put pause in front of
Pause
everything. Best pause?
Best Pause? I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 bells.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find a price at the
A price conversion website for
Bills?
No, I'm just gonna
you're
see.
gonna go there on holiday?
Let's
I wish.
see.
What's the exchange rate?
In
U.S.
South Bend,
dollars
Indiana.
to South Bend, Indiana.
Well, Canadian bells are 75% of American bells.
I mean, I think it's definitely a TNT Emporium, the largest and final expansion of the Nookling stores. It's the mall.
It
I
was.
like Timmy and Tommy.
Oh, those kids are cool.
It's fun and
They
cool.
smoke a lot of weed.
But they have the same entrepreneurial spirit as their father.
I don't know that I fully agree with that, but okay.
Maybe we can buy weed off of them.
And plant it. Or just smoke
Plant it in Walker's house.
and then tell the police. And then when they go in there, there's the PVC bomb.
When they go check it out, there's the bomb. Oh my god, I've taken crazy pills tonight.
Oh my
I think so. I've started this new like full body workout thing where like you work out every day, all the time, everything, and it's working. But also, I think my brain is changing,
Oh
Your
my
body's
God.
eating the protein that is your brain.
or like all my
like I
brain
need
cells
more.
are migrating to like biceps.
Let's see. I think that with the going rates of various
Come on, keep up. We're tripping here.
it's 1,000 bells for a nice quality. At Nooklings, you bet your ass.
We need to kill him because that's bullshit. Can I Amazon it? Can I pauses on it?
Yeah, you can pauses on it, and it's free 2-day delivery.
I think it's so distressing that Pat has to take his multivitamin and a gulp of water to calm down.
Is it a Flintstones chewable?
No, it's the generic bulk
It's the-
B12 mega vitamin.
Yeah, the really chunky, beige, flavorless vitamin.
Yeah, it's for like 4 normal, natural gray monkey boys or something.
Of course. All right.
Hymns.
So oh God,
I hurt.
I'm in physical pain. I'm in physical pain. All right. How you guys want to go about your business?
I think you're right. I think we find Bruce.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. I think we found Bruce.
Do you think he might be at the park? It is a nice day.
He's not at the trendy, so well, there's also the beach. Do I know anything about Bruce's habits based on Instapause? Is he on Instapause?
Roll with fashion, and we'll see if you do. I think Bruce is on Instapause.
Do I have multiple dice rolls? How does this work?
Yeah, I think that roll 2d6. You actually aren't currently following Bruce on Instapause, but you find his profile, but it's a private one, so you have to like do the request.
Why would you even bother? I do. I request it.
I think in the meantime we can head to the park, and if he follows back, that's another follower.
Yeah.
Chad and Pat, you head toward the park, which is
Powerful team
on
name.
Chad and Pat. Chad and Pat. Which is on the northeastern side of town, as I said before. So as you approach the park, it is well manicured, but the smell does begin to get stronger. Pat, you do not notice this.
What a beautiful day.
What, you don't smell the smell? The sort
smell?
of smelly smell that smells smelly?
It's here, and I can't smell it.
Can you not?
No, I can't.
You do just smell the pleasant aroma of the flowers and the
I just smell
falling
the
leaves in the
pleasant
park.
aroma of the flowers and the falling leaves in the park.
There's not a bunch of flowers. Some of them are still hanging on, but the leaves are definitely beginning to change. And it's that time of year where they're all the bright colors. They're not brown yet, but we've got some of them falling, and there is a bit of a crunch as you make your way along. But it's still nice and bright here. We're not deep into the fall yet.
Pat is troubled. He does not wish to be anything other than normal.
What does it smell like?
What does the smell smell like?
Yeah, the smelly smell that smells smelly. What does it smell like?
What does it smell like to you?
What does it smell like?
It doesn't have like a smell.
What does it smell like to you?
Just like fresh butt.
Smells like fresh butt, Chad.
Smell like fresh butt.
Wouldn't a fresh butt smell better than like an old butt?
No,
Perhaps
what I mean by like fresh is like just like fresh.
Oh,
like,
recently defecated.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a fecal smell.
Yeah.
I see.
Are you boys talking about fecal butts? As you see, Callie the ostrich pops out of one of the bushes with a pair of hedge trimmers.
What's good, Callie?
Hello, Callie. Lovely to see you.
What are you guys up to? Just hanging out in the park?
California.
Normal things. Regular.
Super cool.
Natural.
Park.
Have you seen Bruce?
No, I haven't seen him around today anyway. He comes by sometimes in the afternoon for a walk, but in the morning I don't tend to see him. I don't know what he does.
Callie, do you smell this? This smell that everybody is talking about? The smelly smell that smells smelly?
Oh, you mean the East Side Stank?
The East Side Stank, yes. Do you smell it?
Doesn't it smell like fresh butt?
Now, when you say a fresh butt,
I mean like fresh.
This was my problem.
no, it doesn't really smell like a fresh butt to me. It smells more like like a rotten fruit kind of smell.
I do not smell it.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm trying to smell it. I'm trying, I promise you.
Fine, Pat. It's all right. Hey, watch this. And I get a selfie with Callie.
Oh, she like throws up peace sign for it.
Oh, no, get the hedge clippers in it. Get the hedge clippers in it.
Oh, she does. She does a
That's
peace
your
sign with the
thing,
hedge
yeah.
clippers.
That's great. That's really great. What if you
We're
like
in the
pose...
park with Callie.
Yeah.
She duck faces and it doesn't really look any different.
What if you pose with the hedge clip? Like, can you like put it around like maybe his arm or...
Yeah.
And then you can make like a little joke about like, I don't know, hanging out with my best friends.
Getting
and,
a quick trim with Callie.
Yeah, getting a trim, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want around your arm or like
Yeah.
around your neck or
head.
All right.
a leg?
Head.
Oh yeah. So she just
Getting a haircut.
gently positions the hedge trimmers
Haircut
around your
with
neck.
Callie.
Hashtag Fitspo. Fitspiration.
Hashtag pull out game strong.
Is it?
Is it?
What?
So what are you boys up to?
We're trying to find Bruce, but other than that, we were thinking we would investigate this smell that I can't smell.
Well, I don't really know. It's bothersome, and I know that Isabel put a committee together trying to figure out what was going on, but as far as I know, they never found out anything. I just sort of hold my breath all day when I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I'm just kind of used to it at this point.
You really had me going there for a second.
That
Have you
rotten
seen-
fruit smell. It's just part of me now, I guess. That constant rotting fruit smell. I don't know.
I
What
wish I
fruit
could
grows
smell
in
that.
our town?
What a great question, Andrew. Let's see here. So I think that there's certainly one main type of fruit that grows here in South Bend, Indiana. Let's see here.
Here in Sackler, Indiana, we're growing opioids. They grow on trees. Oxycontin in the bushes. Ruffle them. A bag of them falls out. Dig them up in the ground. It's fossilized Oxycontin. That's why the pelican keeps falling out of the sky. It's a real problem. It's an epidemic.
I want this commercial for South Bend, Indiana. We got Oxycontin in the trees. Just shake them. It comes down. All right.
All the local primary care physicians have shut down, so all you can really do is go to the hospital, the ER, if you really have trouble, and then usually you'll be overprescribed.
Howdy, neighbor. Jonah here to say thank you for subjecting yourself to this episode of Villagers, the most wonderfully terrible thing we've ever done. Very exciting news this week. The Quest Company and Quest Company Jr. are now partnered with Dice Envy. We are big fans of their products, and we think you will be too. Whether you're new to tabletop gaming or you're a total dice goblin who can't get enough of those shiny click-clack math rocks. Ooh, I love them. They've got dice for everybody. And if you're looking to add to your dice hoard, you can get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/questco or by using promo code QuestCo at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of the Quest Company, please do us a favor and go to our page on the Apple Podcasts app or wherever you listen to your podcasts and leave us a rating and review. It is a huge help to us, and we read every single review that comes in. Now, we know a lot of you have been listening for a long time and have given us all sorts of great feedback already, but if you're joining us for the first time with Villagers or our other new series, Bound, we would love to know that that's what's brought you here and to get your feedback. Those reviews and 5-star ratings go a long way in helping more people discover our podcast. And if you really love what we do here at the Quest Company and you would like to take the next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and other cool patron rewards. If you want to give us that support, you could do so at patreon.com/questcompanypodcast. We also have a link to the Patreon on our website, questcompanypodcast.com. If you'd like to contact us, you could do so directly through the Connect page on our website or by finding us on Twitter, Instagram, etc. at The Quest Company. You can also come hang out with us in our Discord. If you need links to any of those things, go check out our website. It's all there. Also, I would love to give a shout out to the folks who not only had the willpower and mental capacity to power through what might have been the weirdest session 0 of a tabletop RPG that has ever happened, but they went above and beyond to create and send us art of their own villagers who are all varying degrees of terrible. I love them all. I'm going to have to file them away for if someone moves out or dies. What? Dies? I didn't say that. Anyway, thanks to Lime at Ragtime Lime on Twitter, Peach at Peach Doodles on Twitter, and Gigi at GladIrisT on Twitter for sending us that fan art /OC art. It's in the world of the show. It's great. I love it. I'd like to thank Joe Leitess for editing this episode along with the artist whose music is featured in it. Thank you to Roccow for the song Try a Music. Thank you to Jamphibious for the song Soothing Rain Remix. Thanks to Jazz at Mladost Club for the song Maiden Voyage. Thanks to D Yankee for the song Dew on the Grass. Thanks to Komiku for the songs Mushrooms, Slate, and School. Thank you to Breakmaster Cylinder for the song I Don't Want to Talk to My Neighbors. And thank you to tabletopaudio.com for providing the ambient sounds. Additional sound design by Slappy and the YouTube audio library. That's all for me, so let's get back to whatever's going to happen next. I'm very concerned for all of us. Thank you for listening to Villagers here on the Quest Company. All right, I'm going to roll a D10 for the standard fruit of South Bend, Indiana. But then I'm gonna let you boys each roll a D.
Oh, as fruit that's been brought to our town?
Because I think that in the early days of his reign as mayor, I think that Mayor Scoot, a.k.a. Bort Sampson, did do a little bit of traveling back around and did actually try to, for a time, make this town a better place before he disappeared a year ago and no one has seen him since. What you got? 1?
10.
The local fruit is cherries, but Mayor Scoot brought to the town
Peaches and bananas.
apples and mangoes.
Fuck! Cherries, bananas, and peach? Oh, it would have been the best.
She says, yeah, it's kind of that just rotten cherry smell.
Then I suppose we should talk to either Isabel or maybe that's where Bruce is. Do you know if Bruce is on the committee?
If he was on the Stank committee, the East Side Stank committee?
Yes.
I don't think that he was. If I remember correctly, I think the committee might have been Crango and Hamfrey.
I couldn't go to the East Side Stank Committee because that is when I volunteer at the local animal shelter.
The homeless shelter?
The local animal shelter, yes. Twice a month.
Also, have you seen Bruce?
I have not, as I said before, seen
comes
him
through
so
in the
far this morning. He
afternoons.
usually comes in the afternoons. But since it's the morning right now, I haven't seen him yet. I don't know.
missed that.
Well, thank you, Callie.
Yeah, he. I don't know. He's not natural like some of the other villagers here. So he doesn't spend quite as much out time, but he is pretty smug and cute. So I don't know. You might find him somewhere else around town. He might be up to something. Oh, also, I think Copper and Booker were obviously part of the East Side Stank Search Committee as well, because local law enforcement are interested in matters like that. Since
I support the troops who are also the cops. Give Booker whatever it fucking is. Give him a tank. I don't care. Give him fucking sniper rifles. Whatever, man. Thank you, Callie. I think we might go visit the East Side Stank Committee then. Or at least visit Isabel.
Yeah. Let's meet up with Isabel.
all right, well, you guys have a good day. I'll just be here trimming these bushes.
Well, have a good one.
See you guys.
As I walk away, I'm gonna tweet. Because tweet can stay the same. Callie said she was gonna trim her bushes. Lol. Hashtag pull out game strong.
So where you guys gonna go?
To Isabel.
I guess the town
Yeah.
hall. Yeah, that seems like
Yeah.
a good idea.
Does Bruce's house happen to be on the way to town hall?
You all are currently on the east side. Yeah, I think the Bruce is actually not that far from town hall. I think it's probably also part of the just out of reach sort of relationship between him and Tortimer. Tortimer would look out of his mayor's office window
At the young, supple body. As he worked.
He's doing like yoga in like the front yard.
of that smug, cute mouse doing yoga in his front
smug,
yard.
Cute little butt.
Yeah.
That little cute smug butt. It's a cute little smug butt.
But yeah, so if you're looking at the map, that sort of cluster of homes near town hall.
Oh my god, we're losing the plot. Doing
Well, it's
yoga.
just like Animal Crossing.
Hold on a second.
It's just like
Do they
Animal
still
Crossing.
call
what
it downward facing dog or pigeon?
Downward facing human.
Downward facing man.
I want to be sexist.
Oh my gosh! No, I think that
Horse pose is just like gym pose.
Pretty sure they just call it doggy style.
They just call it
normal style.
the style we do it in.
Butt style.
Anyway.
No, why is Animal Crossing single-handedly our most
Politically charged.
episode and sexually charged episode?
It's like out of all of the things that we've done, out of all of the things, and we've done a lot of things.
Oh my
But
God.
somehow the Animal Crossing is the one where we just go over the edge.
I think. Oh, we're edging. We're edging it for sure.
I don't have the answer to your question, Andrew. Oh,
Okay.
you guys. But so yeah. So anyway.
What if we stop at Bruce's house real fast, just knock, see if he's there?
Sounds great. Let's do that.
We go to Bruce's house.
Great. You
Near the mayoral place.
you make your way.
Town hall. Fuck me.
You got there.
You make your way across town. As you leave the park, the east side stank does fade away. That smell of fresh butt does leave your nostrils.
Gosh, I do hate this smell of fresh butt that we continue to smell.
I can't smell it right now.
Me neither. Me neither,
Nice.
chat.
Nice little buddy.
I haven't rolled once. Let's see how long we can keep this going.
You waltz up. Describe Bruce's house to me.
I think he's a fit boy. So like,
He's a
you know,
cute little.
he's cute, smug.
He's smug and cute and red,
So
and he's a mouse.
Smug, cute little booty.
I'm thinking like Nashville Cheek, where they like very clearly have like a fake animal like rug, like a cow, those cow skin rugs or whatever.
Yeah, so
And, like, you know, probably like a little gate and I don't know, like a pull-up bar maybe in the
Maybe
front
like a
yard.
nice like outdoor patio sort of thing that you can do
Absolutely.
yoga on and look in the backyard.
Yeah, like two like sort of overly cute chairs. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, and yeah,
all real
it's
cute.
the wraparound patio, so it does go around to the west side of the house, and that's where he does the yoga, which is the side of the patio that does like
Right.
have that direct sort of eye line from the mayor's
Supple
office.
mouse booty.
That downward hanging dong.
cute, smug little supple youth booty.
I want to just sort of jizz upon the egg clutch. That's what turtles do, right? Just sort of get all up in the egg clutch. As far as I'm aware,
Oh no!
as far as I'm aware, there's no like contact. My cloaca is tingling.
I'm very curious if this will be our most listened to thing, or like the thing that like two people listen to and are like, don't just don't go
guys,
there.
We've
Don't.
already ruined like the target demographic, which is like children.
Correct.
100%.
Correct.
Let's put this on Quisco Jr.
Thank you for listening to Quest Company Jr.
Mom,
Who's
Jeffrey Epstein.
what's a cloaca?
Oh my
Just
god.
jizzing on the egg clutch. What?
Bruce's house.
You guys you knock on the door.
Who knocks on the door? Which of them does it?
Who of you wants to knock on the door?
I'll knock on the door because I need to be more proactive. I've been thinking about becoming more mindful and setting goals for myself from the day to day.
All right. You knock on the door, and for a moment, there's not an answer. Roll animal.
I do the
I'm doing I'm doing the story.
Yeah, you're storying
In the
this
background,
process.
Like right now, we're knocking on Bruce's door. We're gonna try and find him because the mayor
So I am
totally
not.
into Bruce.
One, it doesn't seem like Bruce is home.
It doesn't seem like Bruce is home.
Oh, it's let down. Sorry, fans.
Maybe we can break in and plant, the weed. Just kidding. That's a joke from earlier.
Scared me there, little buddy.
You are not far from Walker's house.
Well, I don't have any weed, do you?
No, we'd have to talk to Timmy and Tommy. We should go see Isabel.
Let's go see Isabel.
All right, you walk into town hall and you see past the front counter back in the mayoral office. She's just slumped in the mayor's chair, like hands on her temples, just paws rubbing her forehead. And she just looks tired, but also overly caffeinated. And she's got like a half-eaten frozen meal just sitting on the desk that she has just been kind of like picking at. She's like, hi.
Story. Everything's on the story.
Pat, Chad, what can I do for you?
What's up, Izzy?
Hey,
How are you? You seem a little tired.
just running things. It's,
Heavy lies the crown.
yeah. And I'm not even wearing the crown, but here we are. So, can I do something for you, gentlemen?
Well, we were going to inquire about the East Side Stank Committee. Was that the name of it? I'm afraid that's when I was volunteering at the local animal shelter.
Oh yeah, at the homeless shelter.
Yeah, the animal shelter.
Yeah. What'd you want to know about the committee?
Well, we're kind of interested in a couple things. First of all, I suppose we should ask this first. It's completely unrelated. Have you seen Bruce today?
Bruce, I haven't seen him. I know he likes to hang out around the retail district. He gets up and goes for a mall walk.
Have known that? I wouldn't have known that.
You didn't ask.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you very much. And has the East Side Stank Committee found anything recently?
Not recently. The last time they went looking was a couple weeks ago, but they weren't able to pin it down. They just found that there was a general area near the cliffs on the beach where it was stronger, but they couldn't get the exact they couldn't find the source still. But I think that they were able to pinpoint like a radius of where it was strongest
Near
or-
the cliffs,
Yeah.
yes. And how would you describe the stank?
How would I describe the stank?
Yes.
Fresh butt, right?
It smelled like Mayor Scoot's body spray.
Mayor Scoot.
Yeah. Like that brand.
I never met Mayor Scoot. What kind of body spray? Lynx?
What kind of body spray was it there, Chad? Because
Hold on
I'm
a
sure you're
second.
very familiar.
Lynx.
Hmm?
Lynx.
Lynx.
Because it's an animal. Okay.
I'm fine with lynx if that's what we want to go with, is lynx.
Go with it.
Let's
It
go with
wasn't
links.
the barn burner I thought it would be. But it smells like rotten fruit to some, or fresh butt.
What does it? Who's it smell like? Rotting fruit or fresh butt to?
Callie and to Chad, respectively.
Huh.
Smells like fresh butt. That was when I was like, it smells like fresh butt, right?
Let's see. Fresh butt was, and she like goes and like pulls out a file and she looks down at the file. She's like, fresh butt was not on the list, but I will add it to the list.
I'm still unclear whether fresh butt means a clean butt or the opposite.
Could you clarify?
Could you clarify?
Like fresh.
Got it. That was the last thing we found. If you want to look, I know you're not on the committee, but anybody's certainly free to try and figure it out. It's certainly it's hurt the tourism in town. I know the little Nookling brothers. The mall hasn't been doing super hot lately because there hasn't been a lot of fresh money rolling in from tourists and everything. And the mayor used to invite a lot of friends over, other mayors of other towns and stuff, and they certainly brought a lot of money into the town. But now not so much because of the East Side Stank.
And to that effect, have you considered my proposal again that you should rezone parts of the retail area to be partially residential and perhaps to relax the regulations on Airbnb or similar apps to allow tourists to come in more frequently?
I've taken it into consideration. I'm looking into the zoning issue.
How about Lime scooters?
What?
What about carts where you just fucking kind of drink and drive around all fucking day and everybody goes, woo! And then there's like a Troops flavored one.
That sounds awesome.
None of that was in character.
That sounds incredible. We should get those.
No, look, Mayor
Pedal
Scoot.
carts.
Mayor Scoot tried
Pedal
to make the
taverns.
carts happen. We shot that one down.
Oh, really?
Not enough roads.
Is that why he went missing? Ha 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 ha. Just kidding.
We didn't do the carts. I've thought about the zoning issue though. It's just a little complicated with the current real estate market. Honestly, Nook's kind of a big part of that whole situation. Yeah, kind of has a monopoly on that whole kind of deal. But
Got his name on his big tower in big letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's right there in the retail district, and he's not, he obviously has his personal apartment up in the top of Nook Tower there in the retail district, but
Has his son beaten those corruption charges yet?
what, Timmy or Tommy?
Whichever one was in Ukraine.
Shit, that was both of them. I think it's still up in the air.
Certainly. Well, Isabel, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure you have a very busy schedule.
Yeah, I'm trying to get weeds pulled, get snowmen built, or, get prepared for snowmen to be built. Usual town stuff, bugs and fish and all that, but we're keeping it going. But if you all look into the East Side Stank, you find anything, let me know. I'd love to put that to bed.
Absolutely.
Isabel, real Izzy, real quick. Do you have a Instapause account?
Yeah, Chad, I follow you.
You do? Well, I should maybe ask this question before I have conversation with people.
Maybe you guys could do a Follow Friday.
Yeah, we could do that.
Get your followers to follow him.
Yeah.
And his
B,
followers
you
to
follow me,
you.
right?
Yeah, I just said I follow you,
Yeah,
Chad.
so no, you should totally check out some of my stuff for skincare. You're looking really tired, and it could, I think, help you maybe at least sell it to people, right? I totally understand. But also, if there's anything, and I put my hand on top of your hand, that I can do for you, you just let me know, okay?
Do you want to roll fashion or animal right now?
I don't know. I think fashion.
What are you trying to do?
Everything. But I feel like she's a woman of culture. I don't think she's going for an animal vibe here.
Well, roll fashion then. Roll 2. Roll 2 for fashion.
Oh, shit. Rolled a 6 and 2.
6 and 2. I think that she's like, thanks, Chad. I don't have a personal Instapause. I just have the town's sort of, Instapause for, different town events and stuff. So that could be great. If you've got an out of town following, then we can do a little back and forth. And
Oh, yes, he does.
You
He
should
does.
totally get your
He
own
has a
private
lot of
one,
followers.
too.
Yes.
yeah, we can talk more about that. Maybe we can meet up for
Yeah.
coffee
Oh,
sometime.
I'd love that.
Well, we
Be
won't
great.
take up any more of your day. Have a good one, Isabel.
Thanks. You boys have a good day too.
Oh, also.
Yeah.
Real fast.
What's up?
It's gonna make Joe kill me.
No, you're good.
Just real fast, little throwaway. I just thought it maybe be smart to bring it to you. I noticed like a sort of like new smelly smell coming from like, I don't know, right around Walker's house.
What kind of smell are you talking about there, Chad?
I don't know.
Kind of like a skunk of some
like,
sort. Not to be racist.
Yeah, but you know, like
obviously
how
not.
the general
You know how
scent
those
of, like,
people
skunks when they're
smell?
like, let's spray people. Like when they choose to spray people of their own choice.
Right, when they
Consenting,
choose to.
when they're consenting.
Yeah, a consensual
Yeah.
skunk spray.
Kind
Yeah.
of smells like skunk spray all up over near like.
But like
Walker's
more
house.
smoky,
Yeah, like almost as like burnt skunk.
like burnt. Like if you put skunk
Very
in a
earthy. It's
pipe.
very natural. It's a very natural smell.
Yeah.
Oh, and very natural, huh? That's weird. We haven't, as far as I know, even had a skunk visit town in some time.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Weird.
felt kind of
Zoning.
sick after walking by his house the other day.
Yeah. I
Interesting.
got really hungry after walking by his house the other
Oh,
day.
you got hungry. I was just like, ugh.
I don't know
I
why.
was like really tired.
And nauseous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I
have a
will
good-
I will think about that. Thank you, Chad. And regarding the zoning issue there, Pat, if you want any progress to move on that, like, look, I know I've kind of been jerking you around about that at the
not at all.
meetings, and like, know that I personally think it's a good idea. It's just I've got to deal with Nook's bullshit.
Yes. Yes, of course. And
We
bugs
totally
and fish. 100%.
understand. Like,
Yes.
You know, and as
you have
and
to
as
do, and I touch your hand again. What you have to do.
Thank you, Chad. Yeah, as assistant to the mayor and not actual mayor, there's only so much I can do. My hands, and she just notices your paw and her paw. They're a bit tied on some things. There's only so much I can do. But if you ever have a conversation with Nook and he has a little bit of change of heart about the zoning issue, then by all means, maybe we can get the ball rolling.
Certainly. Well, I hope the rest of your day isn't so rough.
Huh, nice.
Isabel just looks tired and says, "Thanks, guys."
Hey, get some rest. You deserve it. Let's get coffee.
Yeah, sit.
We'll set that up. We'll make that happen.
Yeah, for sure. Let's make it happen. I'll bug you until it does. Ah.
And you leave town hall. And that's where we're going to end the first episode of Villagers.
I don't want to talk to my neighbors. No, I wouldn't say I'm pleased to meet you. Is that really what you named your baby? Is this really how you eat your pizza? Everything I like a lot. Telling you about it's just a game. Man, I know you don't give a fuck. You're waiting for the chance to do the same. I don't want to talk to my neighbors. I don't understand their fucking views. Did you say that Satan plays a hand in making your computer tough to use? Did you buy a fairy for your garden? Are you talking about a sportsman? Are you really gonna read me every meme you've ever seen on 4chan? I ain't trying to talk, motherfucker. I just gotta get the garbage out. Did your second cousin's ex-wife's neighbors really have a falling out? Did you want to tell me where you stand? Would you like to make a statement? I prefer to pull the velvet curtains on my spaceship while the people that I care for filing after late shifts with food smells and a few wounds that get tended to wrapped around the humming of the engines in the basement. Oh, I don't want to talk to my neighbors. I just want to live inside this box. No one here is a white supremacist, and there's no reason I should wear socks.
Let's do it.
Let's
I
do
just
it.
set up extra high in my chair. Don't worry about it.
Wait, hold on. Let me listen to that really quick. Make
Yeah.
sure it's good ASMR.
Yeah, just make sure that's going somewhere. Because I'm just right up in your ear. That's like inside your soul. I'm just like, hey.
Time to die, motherfuckers! The streets will run red with the blood of the non-believers.
It's good ASMR.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
What's up, y'all? It's ASMR. I'm here in LA studios.
ASMR Animal Crossing.
Shaw, bro.
Shaw.
You just get whoopah. You pit it.
You
Hey, you flip the side. Oh, whoop, whoop, bah.
Better.
And you're in the NAR?